Hi, I'm JR, and this is Animated Rants. Welcome to another episode of Animated Rants. Today's topic, airplanes. Now, I don't have a problem with the flying machine in general, but rather the specific factors that ruin your travel experience. Let me tell you about this one flight I had. It was supposed to be a simple trip from LaGuardia Airport to Orlando International Airport, but it turns out to be a nightmare. First of all, the AC broke down right when we boarded the plane, so we had to wait in sweltering heat on the plane for 30 minutes while they fixed it. Then, while we finally took off, we realized most of the passengers were rude and selfish. And to top it off, they didn't serve any Pepsi products! I know! That's right, we had to endure a 4-hour flight without anything to drink but Pepsi. Let's get in more depth with why each one is the worst. It was a great day at LGA, a brisk 72 degrees. We found our gate and our boarder group was called. We boarded the plane, and I noticed it wasn't freezing cold. I found my seat, sat down, and buckled up. 10 minutes passed before I realized it was hot and humid. Not like, oh, it's warm. More like, kid, someone please turn on the AC. The captain came over the intercom and said,
"It's gonna be around 10 minutes before our flight will be fixed. If you're scheduled to disembark, please take the bag of fuel."
Second part of that announcement later. But why would you board people on a broken plane? I mean, really? Just really? You would not think to put people in a tin can who's turning into a sauna. Anyways, I'm putting on some music. Ironically, it was a soundtrack to the musical Some Like It Hot. I digress. 20 minutes after we boarded the plane, the AC was fixed. But we had to wait for everyone who had left the plane to reboard. I mean, I should save it for the next act. The AC was fixed on the plane. We were about to take off, but there were still people needing to reboard. People are selfish. The pilot said it would take 10 minutes. Why would you leave the plane just to take 10 more minutes to reboard? I mean, really, just really. Instead of staying on the plane and getting to the city beautiful, you got off the plane to what? Stand in LaGuardia? Anyways, then during the flight, my massage chair started, except I don't have a massage chair. The person behind me was kicking the back of my seat. I turned around to ask the child to stop, but it was a fully grown adult man. I mean, you should know better. Finally, there was the person who tried to wedge himself between my mom and I as we got off the plane, just to get off the plane faster. And are you ready for the cherry on top? Those 3 stories were about the same frickin' person! But that was just a little bit compared to the worst thing of them all. The worst part of the flight was they served Pepsi. Now I know what you're thinking. Pepsi? Really? That's the worst thing that happened on your flight? But let me tell you, it was a disaster. Imagine being stuck on a plane for 4 hours with nothing to drink but Pepsi. I mean, really? Pepsi! It dries your mouth out more than it hydrates you. I was so dehydrated, I swear, by the end of the flight, I was seeing visions of the Pepsi logo everywhere I looked. I hallucinated that the flight attendants were holding cans of Pepsi instead of the safety instructions. I might be exaggerating a little bit, but I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't hate Pepsi or anything, but after a while, you feel like you're trapped in some sort of soda prison. So yeah, let's just say the Pepsi situation was a final straw on an already terrible flight experience. In conclusion, flying can be a nightmare. From broken ACs, rude passengers, and even Pepsi. It's hard to enjoy a flight when so many things can go wrong. But hey, at least we can laugh about it now, right? And who knows, maybe the next time you fly, you'll have a smooth and pleasant experience. Or maybe you'll be stuck on a plane with nothing but Pepsi to drink. Either way, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Animated Rants. Please like, subscribe, don't drink Pepsi. Thanks for watching, and happy travels!